Right now, I am Director of Operations at Trinity Behavioral Health in Jackson, Mississippi, and we provide transportation for youthful offenders and elderly seeking mental health care. I always wanted to be in public service. My parents were public servants, and that's how I ended up in public policy. But when I got in public policy, I discovered that a lot of things that I was interested in directly correlated with transportation sector. Even in this day of age, people don't have cars. Everyone don't have cars. I mean, even now, you still have people who don't have home computers. So it's not, it's not because it's not there, it's not accessible. And, transportation, public transportation, it may be affordable, but what's affordable to you may not be affordable to someone else. Where we're from in Jackson, the public transportation they don't have 30, 40, 50, 100 buses running, and they don't go to the outlying areas. They go strictly in the city, and we have little suburbanite communities, and we have little metro areas, towns outside of the city limits that, need access, but you can't get to them because the closest bus stop is 20 miles away. So transportation plays a role in it, and if you want to get a client to an appointment, they have to have access, and so as an agency, you have to be willing to pull on that. We have to provide transportation. You have to make it fit some kind of way to get them from, once they're released, and this is court-ordered mandatory therapy. You don't want them to go back into the system because there was no transportation, because you can't go to the judge and say, I didn't have transportation to get to therapy, because that's not an excuse. To have an agency that's willing to provide transportation, that person is more likely to get assistance and might not repeat and might not go back into the system. We do the transportation. I physically get out there and drive to pick the students up. I start off at 1 and make it back to the office about 4. Doing that transportation. When they're for family visits, I go out and get the parents. We do incentives. If the parent can bring them in on this particular day so they won't miss work, like on Saturdays, we'll provide a gas card so to compensate them, so they can get to the therapy. Right now we're trying to, when I get back from the conference, I'm trying to meet with someone at the Community Mississippi Planning and Development Commission so that we can get volunteers to help with the driving. So I can partnership, so we can do partnerships. We can interagency, communication, stuff like that. But right now, we do our own transportation. We go out to the schools and we pick up, we go to the homes and pick up. So there's no reasoning, for you to miss your counseling, your therapy, your groups or anything like that. So it's manned, we have it, and hopefully those connections and volunteers will come in.